Okay. Welcome to this workshop. So I decided to create a workshop about exquisiteness, and that is a concept I heard from Richard Rudd, who is the author of The Gene Keys, and it's based on the Chinese book of wisdom, The I Ching. So that's what this workshop is all about. So I want to wish you a warm welcome to Exquisiteness Workshop by Veneto.fm. So this is a Veneto.fm production or Veneto.fm production. And today we are asking questions about the subject of the I Ching exquisiteness, which is the mystical topic for today. So, like said, welcome to the workshop. This time around we are talking about exquisiteness or style, which is based on the I Ching, or even more on the Gene Keys by Richard Rudd. So lots of credit to Richard again for being kind and helping me out in hosting this workshop through his work, and for his kindness to let me explain it this time around to you. So we are looking at the essence of personal uniqueness and individual contribution through the lens of Gene Key 8, which is the style from Richard Rudd's work and the I Ching. So a little bit of an introduction to Gene Key 8 and the I Ching. So basically it all relates to living one's truth and creative uniqueness. There's 3 stages to each hexagram on the I Ching. There's the shadow, there's the gift, and there is the siddhi. Because in a world constantly pushing us toward conformity, the idea of living exquisitely stands as a quiet rebellion. It's about more than just cultivating beauty in the external world. It's about creating a life that radiates with meaning, authenticity, and personal style. Living exquisitely means embracing your uniqueness and expressing it in everything you do, from the way you dress and speak to the energy you bring into relationships and creative pursuits. At its core, it's about living in alignment with your highest self, where every action, thought, and moment is infused with intention and a deep sense of purpose. So, what the hell does it mean to live exquisitely, Don Apo? You might be asking. What does it mean to live exquisitely? Well, the word exquisite evokes images of rare, delicate, and highly refined objects or experiences, things that are crafted with great care and attention to detail. To live exquisitely is to approach life in the same way, treating it as an art form. It's about recognizing that your life is a canvas, and every choice you make adds color, texture, and depth to the masterpiece that is uniquely yours. Living exquisitely is the antidote to mediocrity. It's the conscious decision to rise above the ordinary and to cultivate a life that is full of creativity, passion, and authenticity. This doesn't mean seeking perfection or grandiosity. Rather, it's about the quality of presence you bring to every aspect of your existence. It's not about doing more, but about being more present, more aware, more aligned with your truest self. In the philosophy of the Gene Keys, particularly the Gene Key 8, exquisiteness is the highest expression of our creative potential. It's the siddhi or divine state of embodying one's uniqueness with such grace and authenticity that it becomes a work of art in itself. To live exquisitely means to transcend the shadows of fear and mediocrity and to fully step into your gift, your unique style that is unlike anyone else's. In a society that often values fitting in over standing out, living exquisitely requires courage. From an early age, we are conditioned to follow a certain path, to conform to societal expectations, and to suppress our unique qualities in order to be accepted. We are taught that success is found in following the rules, staying within the lines, and not making too much noise. But what if the true path to fulfillment lies in breaking those very rules? What if the key to living an extraordinary life is embracing the very qualities that make us different? Living exquisitely is a journey of reclaiming your individuality. It's about understanding that your quirks, passions, and even your flaws are not things to be hidden or fixed, but are integral parts of what make you you. When you stop trying to fit into someone else's mold and instead begin to express your true self, you create a life that is vibrant, full of color, and uniquely your own. This doesn't mean living a life that is loud or flashy, but rather one that is deeply aligned with your inner truth. For some, living exquisitely might mean creating breathtaking art or music, while for others it might be found in the quiet moments of tending a garden or writing in a journal. What matters is that your life reflects who you are at your core and that every choice you make is infused with authenticity. One of the greatest obstacles to living exquisitely is the pervasive influence of mediocrity. Mediocrity in the context of Chinky 8 is the shadow that keeps us playing small. It's the voice that says, you are not special, you don't have anything unique to offer. This shadow thrives on comparison and fear, convincing us that we must blend in to avoid judgment or rejection. But the truth is that mediocrity is a lie. It's a mask that we wear to protect ourselves from vulnerability. When we hide our true selves behind this mask, we rob the world of the gifts only we can bring. Living exquisitely requires us to peel away this mask, to embrace our imperfections and uncertainties, and to step into the world as our authentic selves. Overcoming mediocrity begins with a shift in mindset. Instead of asking, how can I fit in, we begin to ask, how can I express my true self? This shift allows us to move from a place of fear to a place of love, where our actions are guided by a desire to contribute something meaningful to the world. When we stop comparing ourselves to others and start embracing our uniqueness, we unlock the exquisite potential within us. At the heart of living exquisitely is the concept of style. But this isn't just about fashion or surface level aesthetics. It's about the way you move through the world. Style is the way you express your essence, the way you leave your mark on every interaction, project, and relationship. It's the energy you bring to the table, the way you communicate, and the presence that you embody. Living with style means being intentional about how you show up in the world. It's about infusing your daily actions with creativity and love, whether you're cooking a meal, writing a song, or having a conversation with a friend. It's about cultivating an inner elegance that radiates outward, touching everything and everyone you encounter. But living with style isn't about impressing others or striving for perfection. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's about embracing the imperfect, the raw and the real. It's about showing up as your true self, flaws and all, and letting your uniqueness shine through in everything you do. When you live with style, you elevate the mundane to the extraordinary, and life becomes a work of art. So creativity is a vital component of an exquisite life. But creativity doesn't just refer to artistic endeavors. It's about the way you approach life itself. When you live creatively, you see the world through a different lens. You find beauty in the small details and you approach challenges with curiosity and innovation. Living exquisitely requires us to cultivate a mindset of curiosity and playfulness. It's about being open to new experiences, exploring new ideas and allowing yourself the freedom to create without judgment. So when you approach life as a creative process, you unlock the door to infinite possibilities. Every moment becomes an opportunity to express yourself, to explore your passions, and to contribute something unique to the world. So ultimately, living exquisitely is about finding fulfillment by being true to yourself. It's about letting go of the need for external validation and instead finding joy in the act of living authentically. When you live exquisitely, you stop seeking happiness outside of yourself and begin to find it in the everyday moments of presence, creativity, and connection. In the end, living exquisitely is a celebration of life. It's a reminder that each of us is a unique expression of the universe with our own gifts, stories, and contributions to make. When we embrace our individuality and live with style, grace, and creativity, we not only enrich our own lives but also inspire others to do the same. Life is the ultimate masterpiece, and we are the artists. The choice is ours. Will we live in mediocrity or will we embrace the exquisiteness within? Style is the unspoken language of authentic expression. So style is often misunderstood as mere superficial characteristic, something that pertains to clothing, accessories, or external appearances. While these can be aspects of style, the true essence of style goes much deeper. Style is the way you express yourself in the world, the unspoken language that communicates who you are without needing words. It is an outward reflection of your inner life, a unique signature that defines how you move through the world, relate to others, and make your mark on every interaction and experience. To live with style is to live authentically. It's about embodying your essence in a way that resonates with your core values and personality. In this way, style becomes a form of communication, a bridge between the inner and outer worlds. It is not about following trends or imitating others, but about discovering what makes you unique and finding creative ways to express that uniqueness in every facet of your life. Style is authenticity in motion. At its core, style is a reflection of authenticity. When we speak of someone having style, we are often referring to their ability to be true to themselves, to express their individuality without apology or hesitation. Authentic style is not about fitting into societal molds or conforming to external expectations. Instead, it is about the courage to embrace who you truly are, to live in alignment with your inner self, and to let that self shine through in everything you do. Authenticity is what makes style compelling. When you encounter someone who is fully themselves, their style captivates and inspires. This is because true style is never forced or contrived. It flows naturally from within, really revealing the unique combination of qualities, experiences, and perspectives that make a person who they are. When you live with style, you are not trying to impress or gain approval. You are simply being yourself, and that is where the magic lies. Style is one of the most personal forms of expression we have. It allows us to communicate our values, preferences, and worldview without saying a word. Whether through the way we dress, speak, or even arrange our living spaces, we are constantly expressing our identity and our perspective on life. Every choice we make, whether it's how we style our hair or the colors we choose to wear, reflects something about who we are and how we see the world. But personal expression through style isn't limited to appearances. It extends to the way we approach challenges, how we interact with others, and even the energy we bring to different situations. Some people express their style through their sense of humor or their ability to remain calm under pressure. Others may express it through their creativity or the way they approach problem solving with innovation and grace. Style is multidimensional. It encompasses not only how we look, but how we live. The power of style lies in its subtlety, in its subtlety. It often operates below the level of conscious awareness, influencing the way we perceive others and how we are perceived. Think about someone you admire for their effortless style. It's likely not just their clothing or physical appearance that stands out to you. Instead, it's something deeper. The way they carry themselves, the way they speak with confidence, or the way they seem to leave a lasting impression wherever they go. Their style is an expression of their inner world, a reflection of the qualities that make them unique. When you cultivate your own style, you are harnessing this same power. You are creating a unique presence that others will remember, not because you are trying to stand out, but because you are simply being true to yourself. The power of style is that it communicates without speaking. It signals to the world who you are and what you stand for, attracting people and opportunities that resonate with your energy. True style is timeless because it transcends the fleeting nature of trends. While fashion comes and goes, style is a constant, an expression of individuality that remains relevant across time and space. People with style are not swayed by the latest fads or societal pressures to conform. Instead, they cultivate a look, a demeanor, and approach to life that feels authentic and meaningful to them, regardless of external trends. This timeless quality is what makes style so enduring. Think of cultural icons or historical figures known for their style. People like Audrey Hepburn, David Bowie, or Steve Jobs. Their influence endures not because they followed the trends of their time, but because they stayed true to their own vision. Their style was an extension of their identity, and that authenticity is what continues to inspire generations long after their time has passed. When you live with style, you are creating something that goes beyond the moment. You are creating a legacy of authenticity, a lasting impression that will remain long after the trends of today have faded. True style never goes out of fashion because it is rooted in the timeless qualities of self-expression and authenticity. So style and creativity are intrinsically linked. When you cultivate your style, you are engaging in a creative process of self-discovery and self-expression. You are constantly experimenting, refining and evolving your approach to life, finding new ways to express your individuality and your perspective. This creative process is not static. Just as artists evolve in their work, so too do individuals evolve in their style. The way you express yourself may change over time as you grow, learn, and encounter new experiences. This is natural and beautiful part of the journey. Style is never fixed, but always in motion, adapting and transforming as you do. Creativity also plays a role in how you navigate challenges and opportunities. When you approach life with sense of style, you are able to see things from new angles, find innovative solutions to problems, and turn even the most mundane tasks into opportunities for self-expression. Style allows you to infuse creativity into every aspect of your life, making the ordinary extraordinary. One of the most important aspects of style is confidence. Living with style requires the confidence to be yourself, to embrace your uniqueness, and to stand tall in the face of societal pressures to conform. It's about trusting your instincts and knowing that your personal expression is valid, even if it doesn't align with what others expect or approve of. Confidence in your style doesn't mean arrogance or seeking attention. Rather, it's a quiet assurance that you are enough, just as you are. It's the knowledge that your style, your way of being in the world, is an authentic expression of who you are, and that is all that matters. Confidence also allows you to take risks with your style. It gives you the freedom to experiment, to step outside of your comfort zone, and to try new things without fear of failure or judgment. When you have confidence in your style, you are willing to take creative risks because you trust that whatever you create will be authentic, a reflection of yourself. Cultivating your unique style is a lifelong process. It requires self-awareness, experimentation, and the courage to be yourself in a world that often encourages conformity. To cultivate your style, start by exploring what resonates with you, what makes you feel alive, what aspects of yourself do you most want to express. How can you bring more of your authentic self into your daily life? As you explore these questions, give yourself the freedom to experiment. Try new things, make mistakes, and refine your approach along the way. Style is not about getting it right the first time. It's about the ongoing process of self-expression and discovery. The more you embrace this process, the more your unique style will emerge. Living with style is a journey, not a destination. It's about embracing the beauty of who you are and finding creative ways to share that beauty with the world. When you live with style, you are living fully, authentically, and exquisitely, creating a life that is a true reflection of your innermost self. So the gene key 14 is bounteousness, and it's connected to exquisiteness or style. Gene key 14, often described by the term bounteousness, speaks to the natural flow of prosperity, abundance, and life force energy. It is linked to the capacity to channel resources, both internal and external, toward a greater good. In its highest expression, this gene key brings forth an overflowing abundance that not only nourishes the individual but also those around them. When we examine the interplay between bounteousness and exquisiteness, the siddhi of gene key 8, it becomes clear that they share a profound synergy. They both invite us to live from a place of authentic expression, where creativity and abundance merge into a harmonious flow. Gene Key 14 revolves around the themes of energy, prosperity, and empowerment. The shadow of this gene key is compromise, where individuals fail to harness their own inner resources and potential. At the gift level, we experience competence, a grounded ability to focus our energies effectively, leading to success and abundance. The ultimate siddhi of Gene Key 14 is bounteousness, a state where prosperity becomes a natural outflow of living in alignment with our highest potential. So bounteousness is not about material wealth alone. It speaks to a much larger experience of abundance, where life flows effortlessly and generously, and we share our resources, energy, and gifts with the world. In this state, we become conduits for the infinite abundance of the universe, experiencing a profound sense of ease, fulfillment, and generosity. Gene Key's 8 Siddhi of exquisiteness refers to the embodiment of one's unique essence in such a way that it becomes artful, elegant, and awe-inspiring. And when we reach this state, our very being is an expression of our inner truth, radiating beauty and originality. Exquisiteness is the result of living in alignment with our true self, and it transcends the need for recognition or validation. It is pure, unfiltered self-expression that touches others simply because it is authentic. When we connect exquisiteness with bounteousness, we begin to see how living our true essence is in itself a form of abundance. The act of being fully ourselves is an act of generosity. By expressing our authentic style and creativity, we enrich the world in ways that go beyond material success. Exquisiteness is, in a way, the spiritual equivalent of bounteousness, a gift we give to the world simply by being who we are. At first glance, the Gene Key 14 bounteousness may seem to focus more on material and energetic abundance, while Gene Key 8's exquisiteness appears to center on personal expression and creativity. However, these cities are deeply interconnected. Both speak to living in a state of overflow where life becomes an effortless outpouring of our true nature. Bounteousness can be seen as the natural consequence of living exquisitely. When we fully express our unique gifts, we naturally align ourselves with the flow of life's abundance. Prosperity, whether it takes the form of financial success, creative fulfillment or meaningful relationships becomes a natural byproduct of living in alignment with our true self. Conversely, living in a state of bounteousness creates the conditions for exquisiteness to emerge. When we trust in the abundance of life, we release the fear of scarcity, which often prevents us from expressing ourselves fully. When we know that there is enough time, resources, and support, we feel free to explore our creativity, to take risks, and to live boldly and authentically. In this sense, bounteousness and exquisiteness are two sides of the same coin. Bounteousness represents the abundance of resources, energy, and opportunities that flow into our lives when we live in alignment with our true self. Exquisiteness, on the other hand, represents the beauty, originality, and creative expression that flow out from us when we are fully aligned with our unique essence. To fully understand the relationship between these two gene keys, it's helpful to examine their respective shadows, compromise and mediocrity. Both of these shadows stem from failure to recognize and honor our true potential. In the state of compromise, we settle for less than we are capable of, often out of fear, insecurity, or a belief in scarcity. We fail to harness our true power and end up feeling disconnected from the natural flow of abundance. Similarly, in the shadow of mediocrity, we suppress our uniqueness in order to fit in or avoid standing out. We dilute our true essence in favor of conformity, believing that we need to be like others in order to be accepted or successful. In both cases, we are operating from a place of fear and lack, which cuts us off from the natural abundance of life. The key to moving beyond these shadows is to embrace the gifts and siddhis of competence and style, respectively. By focusing on developing our unique talents and competencies, we begin to create value and attract abundance into our lives. At the same time, by embracing our authentic style and self-expression, we move beyond mediocrity and begin to live exquisitely, allowing our unique gifts to enrich the world. Jinki 14 and Jinki 8 invites us to embrace a life of both abundance and authenticity. By living exquisitely, expressing our true essence with style and grace, we align ourselves with the natural flow of bounteousness. This abundance, in turn, allows us to continue living creatively and authentically, creating a beautiful self-sustaining cycle. When we understand the connection between these two gene keys, we begin to see that living a prosperous, abundant life is not about external achievement or material wealth alone. It is about living in alignment with our true self, embracing our unique gifts, and allowing that authenticity to overflow into the world. Exquisiteness and bounteousness are ultimately two aspects of the same profound truth, that when we live fully and authentically, life itself becomes an abundant, artful masterpiece.